There we go. We are online. Alright, so howdy folks, TechTexN here. I'm going to do a little streaming of Kerbal Space Program again tonight for a little bit. We may or may not change games in the middle of that. I figured I'd go ahead and finish off that space station with the cupola module, which I needlessly forgot on that last round. So let's go ahead and resume the career mode. Not sure what I'd play after this. I got so many games. Of course, majority of them are not really installed, so kind of leaves I mean, we got options. I'm going to do my VR stuff probably tomorrow, so won't be doing any of that tonight. We could get back in some of the older games that I played before, like 7 Days to Die or Banished. We play some of that, or Forest Village from Life is Feudal. Although there's a lot of complaints that the Life is Feudal Forest Village has been a little bit too much of a copycat of Banished, and I can understand that. But I gotta admit, it's got some fairly decent graphics, although it's still fairly bugged as well. So may or may not play that. We'll see. Of course, I could try playing something I haven't done before on my channel, something along the lines of Cold Waters, good submarine game. I watch Jive Turkey's stream for that, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so, I have some debris on the launch pad, so let's see if we can't recover some of that, get a little bit of cash back, not much. Yeah, we don't want to fly it, let's just recover. There we go. Launch pad's not damaged now, is it? I don't think it is. I think we're good. I don't think I have enough points for spending. Barely. I'm 6 points away from spending on another upgrade. Still need to decide what I need. Mobile Processing Lab is a little too heavy duty. I could probably gather a few extra points, but it may not be worth it. It may be more worth getting some other things. Maybe getting this Probodyne probe here. Maybe the Communitron, get some better distance. Maybe get the awesome solar arrays, although the small ones usually do quite a bit. The thermal control system would be good. And we're not into the fuel cells yet, I don't think. Never really needed those. We could get our orange tank. That'd be a good one. And get our adapters, the slanted adapters, for better aerodynamics. I might do that before getting the advanced grabbing unit. I mean, I need to get that propulsion system too, yeah. Don't really need the mainsail yet. I'm thinking the orange tanks and the adapters, that might be our best bet next. Get a big old monopropellant tank. I don't really need the big one. The small ones I'll take though. Might as well get these monopropellant tanks going. Then I'll go back and unlock some of these. Sounds like a plan. Alright. So first things first, we gotta finish this mission. This shouldn't take too long. I don't know why, but I'm getting an unsupported resolution for latency configuration. Really? Let me see if I can't fix that. Hold on, guys. What did I do? What did I do with my video? No, it's 1920 by 1080. See if we can't fix that. That didn't fix squat. Oh, you know what? Because I'd have to stop the stream and start over. Oh, well. I guess we'll just have to do the smaller resolution. Let's see. Scale to fit. 1 to... Oh, there we go. No, that just made it worse. Let's go back to scale to fit. And why is it... Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Why me? It's working just fine yesterday. Now I gotta try to fix it. Okay. Alright, what if I did this? Then this. No, that still didn't work. There we go. Let's see how that does. Alright. We'll go with that. Alright, so here we are. Alright. Let's load it up. KISS module. You know, since I'm sending stuff to the space station, maybe I should consider other things to send. Alright. Now we're going to have to dock on the side ports, so that's going to change things. Alright, so I got to remember to put some lights on there. We need that. Cupola module. Is that how you pronounce it? Cupola? Copula? Cupola? Either way, it's badass. Alright, there we go. Anything else we want to add to this guy? I need parachutes. I don't plan on coming back. One of the things I like to do, even though I do trust my instruments, sometimes you may end up on the dark side. Let's see, I better do this. No, go. Freaking A. What? There we go. No, come on. What I like to do is get some lights ready for the actual docking process. So I'm going to put that there. Alright, I may have angled it a little too much, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. Okay. You know what? Let's... No. It's not what I meant to do. There we go. Alright, so that way when you're lining it up, you can see where the lights are striking. Now, might have to adjust the angle a little bit, but it does kind of help you line up. Just hold down that shift, hit the button for those slide adjustments. Oh yeah, there we go. That'll be great. The problem is, I kind of wish they had smaller lights for that. You know, maybe like a laser diode or something to kind of help line things up. Yeah, there's probably a mod for that. They got a mod for everything in this game. Yeah, we don't need radiator panels or anything of that nature. Oh, well, I do have the protective shell. Problem with that. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, because the problem with this is not very aerodynamic, so if I did this, it would just go through it, so that didn't really work out too well. Well, I suppose I could do something like this. Well, I'm adding a considerable amount of mass doing that, but at least we... Yeah, I don't know about that, but that's okay. Alright, so that is... I don't know, where is that? Oh, there it is, okay. So this will break off when that breaks off, I suppose. I mean, why not? It takes place when we're getting into orbit there. It's about the time it needs to pop off. Alright. Hopefully I didn't add too much mass there. It is kind of heavy. It's half a ton. We'll see how that goes. What do we got here? Monopropellant. We definitely need that. Probably don't need that much, but it's good to take extra to station so you can transfer fuel. Of course, you need an engineer for that. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I don't have another pilot, do I? Other than Jebediah. Oh, he's for the other missions. Okay, hold on. Let me save this. Go to the... Guess I'll have to spend more money. Hire another... Kind of blowing cash now. Rongol, Lieben, Mavis, or Mildred. I think Mildred. He's stupid enough for the job. Oh gosh, 138,000. Totally spending all my money on these pilots. All right, Mildred, you're up for the job. Which also means I'm gonna have to send a ship to pick up these guys and bring them back. At least most of them. Actually, I don't even need to do that. Maybe I should send an engineer with these guys. Let's see, 2 scientists. But the only one I got is Bill. Probably need him for other stuff. Although... I'll wait on it. I'll do it another mission. I'll do it whenever I go pick up the others. I'll send an engineer to the station that will probably remain on station so he could take care of all fuel transfers. Alright, save that and let's just go ahead and launch. Launch this ugly thing into space. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Turn on our SAS for stability. Gosh, that's ugly. Okay. Alright. So, one of the things we gotta do... Oh! It's here. Oh, crap. Well, take off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And hopefully I did not make this thing too heavy. Because, you know, who needs a mech jab? I don't need a mech jab. Oh yeah, last time I accidentally turned it a little too soon and did a single flip, but I still got it up there, no problem. Still completed that particular mission. At least this one's a little more aerodynamic. It's not gonna create as much drag. Mildred on his way. Make sure I got my stations. Question is, when do I start my turning? Should probably start turning just a little bit, getting outside that thick atmosphere. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on. Nope. Be nice. Be nice. We gotta get that move on. There we go. Normally you want to point a little closer to the direction you're going. Creates a little more fuel efficiency, and just kind of drag it down a little slow, you know? Not too slow, but not too fast either. Alright, there you go. Look at that. Better than last time. Although it's going to take a little bit more lateral velocity to catch up. I'll bring her up to 80. So you'll see it's going to take a lot more delta V though this time to get my orbit. Yeah, look at that, like well over 1,000. Yeah, it's going to be a full minute burn, but that's okay. I won't be in atmosphere, so it won't be slowing me down. So we'll do 78 and 82. Sure, why not? Not looking for perfection, just getting close enough. Alright, let's go ahead and aim. I got less than half a fuel tank here, but I still got plenty here. The problem is it's going to increase the amount of burn time I'm going to have, so I don't know. I should probably start my burn here in about maybe another 10 seconds from now, at the 35-second mark. Actually, I need to start it at the 40 probably, so let's go ahead and get to burning. This guy right on the horizon. That way I'm always, I guess you could say, in the tangent trajectory, at least trying to speed that up. Get that perfect horizontal line. And of course the KISS module went right by me. Did that last time, so we'll be almost out of fuel. And we'll watch this pop off as well. Hopefully I won't. There we go. Yeah. See, it's another 40-second burn, but that's okay. It's only a little off, not too bad. Where's my orbit? There you are. 3, 4, 5, 6. 77. Good enough. We can fix it. 96. That's going to be too high. So when I get over here, I'm going to have to retrograde burn. Well, actually, first of all, let's set as target, and at the let's focus on Kerbin. There we go. It's easier to kind of go in a circle. All right, at the ascending node, we must descend. Add my maneuver and go down. Apparently I don't have to adjust it that much because what did I do? Oh, come on. Set as target. Thank you. Alright. Hello. Fine, whatever. Alright. Not much of a burn. Pretty easy burn. Alright. Check my fuel. We're doing alright. This will be a piece of cake. Made by Sarali. Alright. Let's go ahead and go to that next maneuver. Gotta catch up to the KISS station. Of course, we're going to Apple apps, that's too high, so we're going too slow. But don't worry, we'll speed that up. Yeah. Come on, compress. Get to the point, and 5, 4, 3, yada yada yada. A little more, and alright, that should do it. Alright, good. We are level. And now, at my periapse, I need to bring my Apple apps down a bit, less than his Apple apps, which is 89. I'm at 96. Let's bring that down. Hello. Oh gosh, I can't even see. 86. Well, obviously I gotta just a little more. Whoa, hello. Okay, sure, we'll do a equal orbit there. A 77 and a 77. I will definitely catch up to the station with that. And I guess I like to turn more. Alright. And we're doing good on electric charge. We're spinning a little bit, but might as well go ahead and prepare. Extend solar. Come on, extend. There we go. Not needed, but it's one of those things you tend to forget once in a while. Alright. Let's warp to the next maneuver. Warping as fast as I can, Captain. 1 minute. Okay. That takes too long. Let's compress a little bit. Alright. 10 seconds gives me more than enough time to go retrograde here. 5, 4, 3, yada yada yada. Good enough. Periapse is at... Whoops, I'm looking at the wrong one. Alright, 77, 77, okay. So, now, we watch and stare in amazement as we catch up to our target. And right now, the orbits are not crisscrossing very close, so we're not going to get any encounters, but I'm going to wait till I get a little closer, and then I'll work on those encounters. I'm a little low on the orbit, and so is the station. I don't know, maybe at some point I'll fix that, but got to be careful when doing some of these maneuvers in low orbit, because you'll get below the atmosphere like I did in the last video. When you're just trying to get a close intersection. Alright, so probably the wise thing to do is at this periapse bring back my, well, let's see, you know what, let's not do it there. We're at the Apple apps now, so let's go ahead. How close am I to the target? No idea. Okay. No, not relative to target, relative to orbit. Thought that was kind of odd. Alright. So let's go ahead, get my Apple apps up to point where we're going to have separation. Okay, so we have a separation there at 12 kilometers. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Actually, we're going to get a pretty darn close intersect there. Separation at 2.4. Whoa, hello. 2.4. 2.5, okay. You know what? I might as well go ahead and maneuver for an intersect here. Let's see, 2.4, 1.7, 1.2, half a kilometer, 0.2 kilometers, 0.4. Let's go back just a tad. You know what? That's good enough for me. All right. Getting the intersect a little quicker than I thought. With more than enough fuel to spare. Alright, 0.2. There we go. Perfect. Go ahead and quick save that bad boy. We're going to get an intersect. My periapse is, or excuse me, my apoapse is still at 89. Yeah, so I will not be hitting any kind of atmosphere. No worries. No worries at all. Can you see the stream all right? I was having some issues with my resolution. Let's go ahead and let's warp here. And we're going to do the target. And as you can see, I don't play with mech jab. I wing it. Alright, there's our target. I might wait till we get a little closer. The speed relative to target's only 13 meters per second. Okay. Close am I now? Oh my goodness. You know what? We may as well. Over here. So what I do is when I get close enough, I do a full stop of my velocity relative to the target. And then I point towards the target and start to begin my approach. And we're going to switch to docking, turn on RCS. I'm going to retract my solar panels. So I don't break those off. I'm going to move to the station and retract solar panel, retract solar panel. There I am over there. Retract solar panel. We don't want to break any of that stuff. Let's get my lovely transmitter. No, not required complete. Retract. Alright. So now, go ahead and go forward a little bit. Oops. Let's rotate. As long as I keep that forward velocity. Let's see, should I go 1 meters per second? Maybe less. Let's turn on our lights. Alright. Lights activated. At some point I'm going to have to control from one of those. Wait till I get a little closer and then I'll figure all that out. Got more than enough monopropellant to get the job done. Yeah, I didn't even decide where I'm going to park. I guess I'll park it here. Let's see, set that as target. There we go. Let's go and get it start there. We'll kind of go above it here. No, we're not going to unset target. We're fine. Okay, start slowing down a little bit. Let's go down to 1 meters per second. Approach slow. And we'll just go ahead and control from here. So as you can see, I need to rotate. Alright. Alright. Alright, so let's go above here. This is going to be the hard part. Getting all my angles properly. Back away just a little bit. Hello. So this is where we need to do the rotation a bit. Here. Oh, hello. This is ugly. Alright, so let's see if I can't rotate this a bit. There we go. Alright. Getting some of my controls wrong here. Alright. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I am controlling from that one, right? There we go, that's what I meant to do. Right there. There we go. Go a little slower. Alright, let's rotate so we point a little better. Oh, that's ugly. What did I do? There we go. Oh dear. There we go. Okay. Ugly parking. That's okay. Alright. Come on, there we go. There we go. Just gotta force it in sometimes. Okay. So, extend panel. Extend panel, and okay, I got an antenna, docking port, I can generate power, I maintain stability. Okay, but it's a new station. What am I missing? I have an antenna. Extend it? I don't know. New station built for Reaction Systems Ltd. After the contract is accepted. Okay, I've done it. How come I'm not succeeding? Please don't tell me I needed the other crappy antenna. That would suck if that was the reason. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I did not succeed in the mission for some reason. I have no idea why. It only says it needs to support 11 Kerbals. It doesn't say I need 11 Kerbals. Woe is me. I'll still save it, but... I mean, really? Come on. It can generate power. We got solar panels. What, do I need to fly the whole thing up in one shot? Oh, that's gonna drive me insane. You know what? Whatever. I'm gonna go view. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one again. There we go, view. Yeah, got a nice view. Still though, that's driving me insane right now. Why can't I succeed in this mission? Oh, crap. Yeah, this is probably when we should just go play some 7 Days to Die. I don't know what's going on. I had the station. I wonder if I had any parts fall on the launch pad again. Yeah, let's try doing that one. Recover, recover. The thing is, I completed most of these. It's got to be bugged out or something. It has been a while since I've played, so it wouldn't surprise me if it bugged out, but that's frustrating. Spend all that money on it and it doesn't work. Supports plenty of Kerbals. I don't have them in there, but still. Transfer to here. Well, I think that's it for me as far as Kerbal Space Program goes. Let's see, maybe about playing some 7 Days to Die. It's fun while it lasted. Okay, I'll just leave it on this screen. Well, now I'll just go ahead and save. Alright, so you guys are going to have to give me a minute. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll just do that for now. Give you a blank screen for a moment. Back out of here. Quit. Yeah, quit. Quit out of that. Hang on, guys. I know it's a blank screen. Just give me a minute. I should probably had a screenshot ready. Let's see this place. Do I want 7 days to die, or do we want cold waters? Let's do 7 days to die. I can go over a few things in this game. A lot has changed since the last time I played, or at least the last time I recorded. As you remember, probably one of the popular videos on my channel was the exploding apartment building. And in that exploding apartment building, the building did not collapse, or at least a big chunk of it didn't. A lot of the insides did, but a lot of the surrounding structure did not collapse. It was just floating in space. But they've changed a lot since then. Lots of improvements, and they got a whole skill system you have to level up on now, so it's a lot more fun. Give me a minute, guys. I'm loading the game, then I gotta actually select, go window mode and select the window and all that mess. Bring it up here in a minute. Sometimes 7 days to die takes a while to load. I didn't do 7 days to die too much on making the videos because of the way the rendering is done into video. Many times the encoding type they choose that's made for streaming kind of makes the quality look bad, especially when your screen is looking at a lot of grass and you're walking. A lot of the pixels try to maintain that color for those pixels, and in order to save the amount of data that's being rendered onto video, to reduce the amount of data that's having to go through, but it doesn't always look pretty. But there's other encoding types that work well, but not for streaming, so you won't see many people stream this, but I'll go ahead and give it a shot. Let's see, let me go to window mode. Let me turn off my full screen, apply. Okie dokie artichoke. Now let me fix my OBS. Let's see, I need to... Where's my ad scene? There it is. No, not that. Not add scene, add source is what I meant to do. Give me a minute, guys. Did I get it? No, of course not. Sucker's not even showing up. That don't help. Refresh. Is it this? I don't think it's this. No, sure ain't that. Definitely not that. Well, hell, I'd have to go full screen in order to play this. Alright. Well, do what we gotta do. So let's just do a mirror, so you'll briefly see some of the crap I'm seeing. Woo! We'll go full screen. I won't be able to see the chat, but oh well. continue. Let's see, I think I was doing 11.4.17, yes. Got my Kerbal Space Program coffee mug. Enjoying my coffee. Yeah, I'm one of those people who can drink coffee late at night and apparently not go to sleep. Or go to sleep whenever. Alright, so time for you to see a lot of the changes that have been made. Well, first let me check the area. I do already hear a zombie, so let's scout it up here. Climb this ladder, see what's out there. Okay, there's a zombie there. It's my mini bike, my farm. Yeah, I'm farming up a hill. It's not the greatest location. I kind of hate this location actually, but no way, I just killed him one hit. Alright. Well, I am using steel arrows now, so I guess that helps. Alright. Let's go loot the guy. So, one of the changes they made is rotten flesh actually now has a purpose. So used to I was just throwing the stuff out all the time, but now rotten flesh is an ingredient for fertilizer. And fertilizer can increase the output of your individual crops. So usually your coffee bushes will give you a single, either 1 or 2 coffee beans. You add some fertilizer, you can get 3 or 4. So fertilizer is a really good thing to use on your crops. The problem is it takes a lot of ingredients and a lot of time to make. So just to show you an idea of the ingredients for fertilizer, yeah, and if you haven't seen my 7 Days to Die videos in a while, you'll see that, oh crap, temperature's a little too high. Let's remove the puffer coat. There we go. Cool down, lady. Alright. You can see there's a workbench now that's required to make some items. You even got the cement mixer, and actually the cement mixer is one of the things you can use to make fertilizer. Notice that for a single square of fertilizer, it requires 11 minutes to mix. And it requires 10 rotting flesh, 15 nitrate powder, and of course 10 dirt fragments. You know, dirt's a dime a dozen. But you got to work for your rotten flesh. Now, that's only one way to make fertilizer. The other way is using human turds, which you get out of the toilet. So, before in the past, you wouldn't need that stuff. But now, it's good to collect on that rotten flesh and those human turds to use as fertilizer. If your inventory can handle it. So, I'm trying to recall just how much you guys have missed, and it's probably different for everybody right now. Some of you have been keeping up with all the changes in 7 Days to Die, others have not. So there's an entire skill system, I wouldn't say skill tree, because it's pretty linear. However, earning your points takes a bit of work, but you can see there's a lot more to it, and they've refined this a few times. So before, it was pretty quick to get stuff because you would just level up your Quality Joe right away, but unfortunately now they got it where you have to actually level up your scavenging skills to 40. Now you could spend your points doing that, but that's a waste when you can just earn it by running around and scavenging. So some things you can earn on your own without having to spend your points. It's just through experience. But some things you can't. And I want to kill this guy because I don't like zombies near my base. Because they walk up out of nowhere sometimes and they just start hitting it. Let me get his attention. Come on. Hit you in the butt. Get you out of the water. I need your rotten flesh. Oh, and I got a crawly over there. I see him. Sometimes those guys are hard to see. Come on, Slowpoke. Well, that was a total miss. That was total miss, too. There we go. Well, I didn't want the snowberry, but alright. Just loot everything. Decide what to break down later. Actually, I might be able to use those jeans. There we go. Alright, well, I didn't get any rotten flesh, but I did get some jeans. Do I want those? I'm using overalls. The reason why I'm using the overalls is because it has a higher insulation. And what I do is I tend to keep just a couple pair of cool clothes that can bring down my temperature if it gets too hot. So I got two items here that can bring down my body temp quite a bit. And then I got a puffer coat to increase it quite a bit. I was walking in the winter, that's why I had it. And then, of course, I have some jeans, but I probably don't want that. They're good jeans, but I don't need them. I got the combination of overalls and blue shirt. Now, of course, I could worry about all my armor abilities, but as you can see, there's not much. In fact, these are still better, so I'm going to go ahead and toss these jeans in the collection bin here, in case I ever change my mind later for any reason. Get my ammo chest, throw that paper in there. Gotta collect on that paper because the paper is going to be my shotgun shells. Let's see. Alright, so I was talking about the skill system. So I'm working on the Quality Joe. Some of these you have to unlock in order to unlock certain things like the workbench. The workbench is somewhere in here. Let's see, which I've already unlocked, as you saw. I already built one. The one I'm trying to work my way to is the chemistry station. The chemistry station is how I can make fertilizer out of the human turds that I've been collecting. Unfortunately, that requires 7 science. I already got my 3 toolsmithing, but science is something I got to work on. So I still need 2 more points on this. Or 2 levels, excuse me, which the next level is 12 points. I only got 9. However, I was spending a lot of my points on Treasure Hunter. Why? Because I want to hunt some treasure. I can get some cool stuff out of that. It's much easier to find the treasure now with that leveled up. Speaking of which, I might go ahead and go hunt for some treasure. Let's do that. Keep an eye on the time here. It's easy for time to fly by when doing this stuff. Wait, I don't have it in there. I have it. Where did I put all my treasures? Ah, here we go. I got treasure maps right here. I thought I had another individual. Oh no, I already found that one. So Raphael, Stefan's, Taylor's. Yeah, let's do this one. Let's just do the one. I don't want it to take up room in my inventory. I'll take the green puffer coat in case it gets too cold. I'll have my gas can so I can drive my bike. Got some bullets. You know, I might leave the wrench behind. No, I'll just take the wrench because I can make it that quality. Not a problem. I will need a shovel. Ooh, I should build a new shovel. Yeah, let's do that. In fact, I can make a steel shovel. Let's do it. 20 forged steel. That's going to require 3 minutes. Yeah, I can wait. Oh, sure. Go for it. Alright, so 20 forged steel, 10 wood, no problem. No problem at all. And it'll only take 3 minutes to make that. Alright, so while that crap is burning, let's see. I should probably cook something else in there while that's on. We'll throw a car radiator in there. Unless I'm running low on clay. No. Oh, we already got quite a bit of brass. How am I doing with glass? Do I even have any to throw in there? No. Yeah, we'll just toss this in there. Why not? Alright, it's day 33. If I'm not mistaken, I got a couple more days until that dangerous night. So the 7th day, or I should say the 7th night, is now a little bit more of a thing. Used to, it was a little bit more simplified, where just the 7th day at a certain time, you just get a very, very gigantic horde. But they've toned that down a bit, or actually just changed it a little bit. However, I do love the eerie effect that they put into it, because now, on the 7th night, the sky turns red, lightning starts striking in random areas, but then, depending on the settings of the server, you get a certain number of zombies that spawn around you. If you stick around, more zombies will spawn, and you end up fighting off, I guess you could say, a little bit more of a controlled horde. Like, it doesn't get too crazy, but still gets crazy enough that they make you put your effort into it. Oh, I hope they don't send dogs this night. Oh, gosh. Yeah, the dogs are still an issue. Now, sometimes they send the zombie dogs, other times they send wolves. So yes, they actually have dangerous animals in this game now. That was, I don't know, a couple of updates ago. Where's that zombie that was crawling? There he is. Get over here. I don't like surprises. So just lure him out. Come on. Come on. Come on. So they have wolves, they have snakes that hide in the grass, so you gotta watch out for that. Just listen for the hissing sound. If you hear hissing, just watch yourself. Run away. And if you get close enough, the snakes will start chasing you. And of course, limited distance, so nothing major. Alright. Got enough rotten flesh to make another fertilizer. I might get that started. Keep your ears open. Listen in on anything that occurs. Now, one of the cool things that are coming up in the next few updates, one of the things they're working on that I gotta admit is actually pretty cool. They're trying to make looting a lot more interesting and fun for everyone. Because the buildings they had were a bit overstandard. It was the same thing over and over again. But now, they're starting to put a lot more character into the buildings that you find. My favorite building is the one that requires actually a lot to go through. Let's get that started. Mixed to see just for one block, 11 minutes. It's crazy, but it's worth it. It's worth it. There's a building. The what was it called? It was a pharmaceutical building. It's the largest one they got. The Hiragashi building, I think it's called, and that sucker is really cool. I'll try not to spoil too much for you because I really want you guys to try this out. Now, whatever you do, if you plan on going through the whole building, I'd recommend having an AK-47 or two with maybe somewhere around the ballpark of 2,000 rounds, because it takes a lot of rounds to go through that building. A lot of rounds. Now, don't get me wrong, you could just cheat and, you know, build an extended, sophisticated ladder to go up the entire thing, or you know, break your way through. But it's a lot more fun, actually, to follow a certain linear path that they actually put you through in the building. Like, there are places you can access immediately, some you can't. Some you kind of have to find your way around. You might find an opening in the wall to go through to get to a room that's locked. So they do that on purpose because they want you to work your way to the loot. But the buildings now have sleeper zombies. Sleeper zombies are zombies that pretty much are sleeping in a building. They're not moving. They may be hidden behind a corner, or they may be standing and sleeping. Let's go ahead and make another bacon and egg here. Let's that. And some of the future buildings they're going to have come out are going to have stories behind them too. For example, you're going to find kind of a big house with a basement, and as you explore, you kind of discover the guy that owns the house is some crazy guy that was trying to start a cult and was kidnapping people and, you know, like a psycho, just brutally murdering them in a secret room behind a stage and stuff like that. So it's some cool stuff they got coming out. So they're really throwing a lot more character into these buildings, and I highly suggest exploring them. Get some friends to explore them, because some of them are pretty dangerous. They got traps in there. They may have landmines in there. So approach with caution, I should say. They, like I said, they're going to make you work for your loot, but it's kind of worth it because they're pretty fun to go through now. It's not just the standard, you know, run and grab places anymore. Another thing they're going to expand on, as you know, we have the mini bike, but in the future they're going to have drivable cars, and then in the later update they're going to be working on boats and flying helicopters, believe it or not. I don't know how that's going to work out because of the way the place renders, but it might work out fine because now they have the, you know, a few updates ago they got the far distance modeling done, so it actually looks really nice. You could see the distant mountains, you could see distant buildings now. You could even see, I guess that's a camp over there or something. So things are visible in distance. In fact, that building way over there is in a city. That's the Hirogashi building, the pharmaceutical building that I was telling you about. The biggest one to go through. You could tell the difference because it's got that big satellite dish sticking out the top. Just beware, they do have radiated zombies now. You could tell because they'll be glowing green, but they take a lot of hits to take down. There are even some zombies that run all the time, even for a server that's set for zombies to walk all the time. In fact, the game I have running here is set to that. They will still run, and they are in fact more specifically at the high schools. If you explore high school in a city, it's the football players. They always run. Thought that was an interesting touch. Alright, so I got the 20 forged steel, so let's go ahead and make the shovel. Steel shovel, 20 wood, yep. And why can't I? Oh, I gotta do it at the workbench. Alright, well, let's go ahead and turn that off. Alright. Steel shovel. Let's go ahead and craft that sucker. It's gonna take 3 minutes. Now what's nice is you can start the crafting process and walk away. It's got about 5 minutes left. Told you about them dogs. Boy, that gave me a heart attack right there. How the hell did they not see me? Let's close this door. I don't want them. Now what's nice is the dogs do not climb ladders. They can go upstairs, but they can't climb ladders. Now if they keep running, kind of hard to tell. See, once they go in the water, they move slower, but oh man, I was about to go into action there. I didn't have my AK with me. I only have my pistol and my sniper rifle. Ooh, let's turn that off. I don't want to get their attention. God, that was a close call. I'll tell you, that's one of the scariest things in the game, is turning the corner and just seeing a pack of dogs ready to go at your throat. I'm so lucky they didn't see me. I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to stay crouched. Minute and 25. I'll go over the character screen for those who haven't seen this yet. This came out also multiple updates ago, but you can put on your clothing. As you can tell, temperature does vary. As the weather changes, so does your temperature, your body temp. If it starts raining, it'll probably cool down. You got to worry about temperature. In fact, you'll see it fluctuate here. Right now it's going up. Eventually it'll go back down because temperatures may change outside. Obviously, if you go into a snow biome, temperatures will go down quite a bit. So you have to worry when your temperature goes down below 14, I believe it is, or below 13, somewhere around there. When temperatures get cold enough, you got to worry about freezing. You have to put on warm clothing or you'll freeze to death. And same in the opposite direction. Once your temperature gets above 100, you got to start worrying. Your thirst goes down faster. You start to lose stamina, and you risk dying. And of course, everything has a certain armor. Some have the insulation, which I told you either increases or decreases your temperature. So what you wear is important. So sometimes it's good to keep a little bit of extra clothing in your inventory to help control temperature. And depending where my treasure map leads me, I may leave behind the puffer coat. If I don't have to go into, if I don't have to go in the snow biome, I'm gonna leave that behind. The overall should do enough. All right, get my new fancy shovel, and that'll be done by the time I get back. All right. No dogs, good. That's what I like to see. Alright, now, I am getting a little risky going to dig day before the next 7th day night, but I found that traveling... Did I hear footsteps? Gotta watch out for those random hordes that come out. Okay, well, I don't see anything. So those dogs ain't coming back. Pretty sure they just kept on running. Alright. Go ahead and read this. Dear stranger, I've got the cold sweats and it won't be long. Yep, they're gonna die. All I can think of is my final hours. My son Joey is still alive. I have no reason to trust you, but I have no choice. Crazy Jake has kidnapped him. In your hands is a map to one of my many secret supply caches. Promise me if you find it, you'll help my son. I'm counting on you, Raphael. Now, I don't think you'll actually have the mission to save anyone, but they are trying to implement more quests with a little bit more story and eventually more NPCs. In fact, they already have a single NPC that you have very limited interaction with, which is at the shop, but it means you can buy and sell items. So there is now actually a purpose for casino tokens, because that is the form of currency in this game. Alright, make sure I refuel. Oh gosh, okay. Go get some more fuel just in case I spend too much. I'll just grab a can of 1,000, that's fine. Alright, got my shovel, got some guns, got my bow and arrow. Where's that treasure chest? Oh, that ain't far at all. I can leave behind the puffer coat, no problem. Let's put it there. Alright. There we go. And I'm just following my compass. There's just a road. There's a road up here, just on the hill. And of course, they got more zombies in here, and they're going to be adding even more. Oh, hello. Oh my gosh, I'm colliding into everything. And you got to be careful, your mini bike can take damage. So far, I have not lost this mini bike to the under the map. That was an issue in the past where the mini bikes kept disappearing and totally ticked some people off. In fact, I got a few friends of mine that just totally stopped playing because of it. And they pretty much said they don't want to play until they fix it. So far, it seems good. I haven't had any issues. But then again, I tend to play a little more cautiously than some other people. Other people, they just want to ramp everything they see. Nothing wrong with that. Let's hope I don't run into any bears or anything. That would suck. Oh, hello. If anyone's joined the chat, just know that I've had to go full screen and I cannot see the chat window, and I do not have a second screen. Maybe I should invest in one at some point, but at the moment, it is not in the cards. Alright, let me see how far I am real quick. I am up and down a hill here. Excuse me, fellas. There be treasure in these parts. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down, slow down. Make sure I'm not going to go down too steep of a path. Oh, we're approaching. Whoa, we just got here. Okay. So now... So the reason why I leveled up my treasure map is because it reduces the area in which you have to dig. So you know you're somewhere in the area when it turns red. Now, we got a friend. Let's take care of this friend first, and then we'll get to it. And let's get to work. Gotta have that rotten flesh. I do find it kind of morbid that I'm using zombie remains to fertilize my garden. Yes, I'm just going to use your cousin's dead body to grow some potatoes. Alright. I try to knock these out because sometimes at the corner of your eye, they almost look like a zombie that's just kind of standing there. Throws me off. Alright. So anywho. So what I do is I try to find the edge of the treasure and dig a hole. So I start to kind of make an outline of where the treasure is. And when you level up your treasure, it reduces the number of blocks you have to search within, because the treasure can be about 3 blocks down underground. Now I'm kind of on an incline, so I don't know how deep this thing's going to be. Very weird incline, in fact. Alright. So I kind of found 2 edges here, so I'm going to walk in the middle and kind of walk perpendicular, see if I can't find another edge. There we go. With a steel shovel, it's fairly decent quality. Shouldn't take me too long to find this. Where's the other hole? Oh, there it is. Okay. So let me find the other edge. Then I'm going to connect all the edges and then pretty much dig the circle in the middle. Alright, so I'm going to start digging towards that. This is the boring part, but once you find the treasure, it's all good. Hopefully I get some good items and I'm not wasting my time. So you'll see if I walk out of here, outside the treasure realm, I guess you could say. Alright, where's my... there it is. Looking for the other hole. Hopefully no zombies will sneak up on me. Had hordes appear. In fact, I got a zombie right there who just walked over the hill. I'll probably go over there and kill him because I don't like surprises. Yeah, just... there you go. Are you dead? Yep. Hey, I got some mechanical parts. Mechanical parts are used in crafting some things, and they're definitely important because you need them to make the workbench and I believe the wrench itself. So if you find mechanical parts, definitely hang on to them. I think you need something in the ballpark for like 20 mechanical parts to get your workbench, if I remember correctly. Alright, back to digging. Just a reminder, I cannot see the chat, so if you're asking any questions or anything, I won't see it until I hop out of the game. I guess I could minimize, but... yeah, due to this incline, I have a little more dirt to dig there. Okay, that's not how I wanted to dig that. Alright, so from this edge, now I gotta dig over to that hole. And that should complete the circle, and I can safely say the treasure will be somewhere within the circle. I thought I heard a zombie. Or was that just me? It could have been me losing my breath, but I thought that was a male breath I heard. Or zombie breath, I guess you could say. Could also be a crawly in the grass. There's something distant over there, but I ain't too worried about that. He's pretty far away. Otherwise, nothing. Okay, back to digging. Now this is when it helps to have a second player watch your back, or help you dig faster, one of the two. Let's go ahead and let's check my thirst. I do hate having to go in here all the time to check my food and water level. I do need to drink, and thankfully the red tea helps restore some of that stamina. Alright, back to digging. Alright. So now, from this circle to this one, that should complete. Now level 1 treasure hunter is like a 10 by 10 area. This is just like a 5 by 5. Oh, I already found it. Oh, that was quick. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Ooh. Now that was a good treasure chest. Wow. That's probably the best one I've gotten. I got like over 600 shotgun shells and 9,000 tokens. So now I could probably buy a shotgun, in fact. Let's go to the nearest shop and see if I can get one. Now I gotta be careful, there is a drop off at this particular shop. I gotta kinda go around to the right. Not this one, but way up here. Yeah. Yes, I've been in much desperate need of a shotgun. There have been many cases where a shotgun would have come in handy, especially for those dogs. Okay, now I need to go around this way. I believe. Oh, big guy. Yeah, that burping you hear? It's one of the big guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. Now the shops do have certain hours. You can't just stay in it at night. It does close at a certain time.
You're not bringing counterfeit money in here, are you?
No, but I'll sell you this sweatshirt for 18. Alright, what do you got? What do you got? I want shotgun, man. Give me a shotgun. I got a good amount of starting ammo. Now, you can also unlock the secret stash, and there's multiple levels secret stash. I got secret stash level 1. And, gosh, that's all the money if I want this. But it's a pretty good quality shotgun, so I might do it.
Don't let the door hit
crap.
you on
Did I
your
close the
way
door?
out.
Yes, I closed the door. Okay. Anyways, here's the chemistry station. So some of these shops have stations and workbenches that you can use. So if you find an... I think that's a horde I'm hearing. Oh yeah, that's a horde.
At least wipe that shit off your boots before you come into my shop.
Gotta enjoy the commentary. Oh yeah, so electricity, that's another big one that they got. So you can see you could do battery banks and things like that. That's pretty big in this game. So you can have electricity that runs your lights. You can run generators off of fuel and have battery banks. I love the shotgun turrets. They're very good, very nice to use. But I'm a ways from getting that. Alright. I don't really need anything else. Can't remember if I had this already, but I can't afford it anyway. Alright. Let's,
Well, you best do some book learning at Born and Noble, 'cause you're dumber than dirt.
Alright. 'Tis a good day. At least I thought I heard a horde. There's a guy walking around, but oh well. Alright, now I'm just going to head back to base. Let me clear my quick waypoint. Oh wait, there it is. That one. Good, I feel a little more prepared for 7th day horde. I should say 7th night, because nothing really happens on the 7th day. It happens on the 7th night. I guess you could say on the 7th day you just feel a little panicked trying to get ready. But I don't really build any building defenses because the 7th night, honestly, I just stay away from my base. I just travel because as soon as they start spawning, I just simply run away. I mean, that is if you're on a server where they're set to always walk. Now, if they're set to run at night, or run all the time, that's a different story. That's when you probably do want some defenses. Oh, let's stay away from him. You know what? I don't know. I do have good weapons. I can take him out and get some meat. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Oh, crap. Get the bike and run. Run! You can keep the meat. Oh man. It's probably the gunshots that alerted them. Wow. There's a time to stand and fight and a time to go. Sheesh. Let's see if they're still chasing me. I don't want them following me all the way to camp. It doesn't look like it. So whenever there's a lot of activity in an area that's going to, the place kind of acts like a heat map and increases the activity. Somehow I instantaneously increase that activity by a lot in that little spot. So the dogs decide to show up and say howdy. That's okay, I got some meat anyway. I only spent a few rifle rounds for it. Alright. Base is up and over that hill over there. Well, up and over and then down the slope and to the left a little bit. So I'm next to that huge lake over there. I really needed to make my base a lot closer to the road. That would have been smarter. But at the time when I built the building, I didn't know I was this close to the road. I should know better. There's always a road somewhere nearby. I mean, sometimes it's a little bit of a walk, but not always that bad. But to do it every time I go to base and leave base, it gets pretty old. The problem with moving base is moving all the materials, and the mini bike helps with that because you got your little shopping basket. But make sure you have a high quality shopping basket, otherwise you risk having your items fall out. So put your cheap items in the basket, I guess is the way to put it. Alright, here we go. Whee! Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down just a little bit. I'm going to go left a little here. I gotta watch out for a little cave system that's around here. It's not even much of a cave system. It was sort of a starter cave system that never really completely formed. Dogs again? You gotta be kidding me. Is he chasing me? No? Okay, good. I don't feel like being chased. I'll tell you one thing, I'm gonna have my freaking mini bike ready to roll. Gosh, the dogs are out today. Let's put away the meat so they don't sniff me out. Alright. Got some good stuff though. Alright, we'll go ahead and put away the pistol. We'll hang on to the shotgun, the sniper rifle. Let's put away the magnum rounds. I don't have a magnum yet. Let's close the door in case he decides to start gnawing at it. Staying organized is always a challenge in this game. Inventory management. Put away that animal hide. Fat. Let's put some of that forged iron in here, but keep some of it for repairing. Alright, we're in good shape. So that was definitely a successful treasure hunt. That was well worth my time. Let's see, put that bone shiv back there. Check on my fertilizer. There we go. You gotta use the hoe to get it done. Hello. Don't have enough to make more, but that's okay. Let's make sure I'm not... Oh gosh, there they are. Dadgum. I tell you, there are some days in this game they are out to get you. Yeah, you keep walking, sucker. Keep walking that way. And it looks like one, but they usually are either in small packs or big packs. They're not always in individuals. Alright, let's see. I love the coffee, but I need to start fertilizing some of this other stuff. Maybe the mushrooms. I forgot what the hell I was growing up here. What is this? Is this goldenrod? Damn, I forgot. I already put some fertilizer on this, a little bit on these. You know, let's go ahead and fertilize the mushrooms. We'll see how that goes. And that's it. I only had one. Takes a lot to get that. Alright. I'm going to get on top of my building because I just don't trust anything right now. Did I level up any? No. How far am I leveling up? Not that far. I'm almost level 50. Give me a few more points. Now the problem is I want to level up my weaponsmith one more before I start on the science points, which I need 2 more. The hell did I just hear? It sounded like the dog dying, but hell, I don't know what's going on out there. I gotta worry about my hunger. Let's see, my hunger level's 36. Let's go ahead and eat. Shockingly, the bacon and eggs do not cause a scent. Now, raw meat does, and beef stew and stuff like that does, but not the bacon and eggs, which is why I like to carry it. It does not create smell. It increases your wellness, takes care of hunger. Normally you can find a ton of eggs, but for some reason I've been very unlucky lately in this particular game in finding eggs in the nest. I find plenty of feathers, but not enough nests. Oh gosh. These dogs got me nervous. Okay, I see a zombie over there, but not a dog. He was over there. Maybe he just ran off. I don't know. I don't know at all. Alright, let's go find out. No, let's put away the hoe first. Try to reduce what I hang into my inventory. Keep my bone shiv ready. Put away the empty glass jar. Keep myself well stocked. Okay, I already took that out, that's right. Okay, I don't see the dog anywhere. I noticed they had the camera focus where you can focus on the distance and everything around becomes a little blurred. Although it's kind of screwy because when I'm crouching trying to see something, I end up focusing on the grass right in front of me and everything behind becomes blurry. Yeah, the grass in this game can be a little annoying. You got freaking snakes in there, you got the blurred vision. The hitboxes can be awful sometimes. Well, I don't see the dog anywhere. I guess he ran off, but that doesn't mean there won't be another pack coming after me like there were over there. And they could be, since on this day they're just more sensitive to activity, so when you have a fire or your forge is running in your base, that increases activity. Zombies, hordes will show up. On this particular day, dogs show up. They'll probably send more until I kill them. Thankfully I have a shotgun to help with that. Got tired of using the bow and arrow, running around in circles trying to kill them. Because as soon as they bite you, then you're infected, then you got to use up your antibiotics. Alright, well unfortunately, due to the time, I don't have time to show you the 7th day horde, but maybe I will demonstrate that tomorrow. So you guys can come in and check out the 7th night horde on day 35, or night 35. To stand on technicality. Now what I'm trying to accomplish here in this farm is I'm trying to get potatoes, corn, chrysanthemum, and the goldenrod with a mix of mushrooms so I can make vegetable stew. Because with vegetable stew you can actually increase wellness and health and all that, it's got a good amount of hunger and wellness. And you don't have to hunt for food. Just keep growing the vegetables, multiply it, increase the fertilizer, and over time it will most likely become worth it. Now it does cost water, but water's dime a dozen. I can fill those jars all day long. If I run low on jars, I just go dig up a crap ton of sand and make some more. So that's not a problem. Alright, well I'm going to go ahead and go crouch and exit the game, make sure I got nothing else in my stuff. Alright, there we go. Alright, with that said, y'all come back now, you hear? Bye. Whoa. Hang on, my OBS is tripping. Alright, here we go. Alright, y'all come back now, you hear? Bye.